Hello and welcome to your tarot reading for today. Now you've been having a question for the universe or for spirit, you've been asking for a sign, you need some sort of confirmation on your current direction in life or where you are or these thoughts or feelings you've been having, and you just want this second sign or this sign to say yes, this is for you. So we have 3 piles here. You will need to pick one of the piles. I've put stones here to help you choose one. So this is group 1. It's a rose quartz. It was a complete whole, but it was broken at one point, and I gave it to a good friend of mine. So it's half of a missing piece. And then we have a smoky quartz for pile number 2. And then for pile number 3, we have this beautiful stone that looks like frozen ice, at least for me. So you can choose any of the piles, even multiple piles if you wish. And I'm looking forward to your reading today. Hello, my group number 1. You chose the half of a rose quartz crystal, and I am looking forward to seeing what sign you've been asking for. And as I shuffle the cards for you, I would like you to put your energy, your question, your thoughts into the deck, and I will be pulling you 3 cards to start with, and we will go from there. I feel like this one wants to come out. We will go from there for your sign today. So the first sign, we have the 4 of Swords. And swords, the 4 of Swords is about taking a break. When I first saw this card, I thought it was someone dead in a coffin, but it actually means to rest. So right now, maybe you're feeling overworked, or you're pushed to the edge, or overwhelmed, or you're feeling this burnout sensation, tired, exhausted. This card is saying it is time to rest, especially your mind. Your mind needs more rest, because Swords is our thoughts, our minds, our egoic selves, and it needs a break. You need a break. You need to relax, or you need some sort of just pause phase in the next few weeks to give yourself that space to be able to let everything click together that has been kind of spinning around or mixing around inside you. It needs time to settle and to have a clear perspective moving on. You need recuperation, retreat, renewal, solitude. So even the card itself, this person is he's put his swords away, he's put his mind down, resting. You can even view this as a meditation or prayer, and it's just put his faith that things will be okay, and is just resting in a safe place. So in this card, the church is seen as a safe place, a mother taking care of children. So you need a safe place to rest where you won't be disturbed, and to recuperate, because you're feeling pretty burnt out, pretty overwhelmed, and you have the devil, which is very much backing this up. And the devil is about, again, this material. When we feel overwhelmed, when we feel vulnerable, we often turn to our vices, our addictions, the physical pleasures to help us get out of the pain, get out of the misery. It's about, like, you know, when you feel upset, maybe you overeat, or you go out and you go out for dinner, or you see your friends, or you exercise, or it's more about this. It's not always about things that society deems as bad, but oftentimes it's our own, it doesn't help us. You see, like, we think it's like a band-aid for the problem. So it's more about, we're detaching from ourselves, going to the things, our past habits, our past addictions, and we dive into our temptations. Maybe you also like to get a bit frisky to help yourself, or you want someone to, like, you want to go out partying and you want someone to give you that attention to help you feel, you know, connected to yourself again. And it's all about how, when we reach out for things when we're disconnected and more into the egoic self, it causes us more harm than not. So again, you've got this message of you're needing a break, but you're also scared of the pain that you're going through, and you're going to these external places outside to try and give you a release from the pain. But rest is what you're needing more, and you're fighting between these two. You know, you're not sure which one to take, and it's been quite difficult for you. Your third card is the Queen of Wands, and Wands is our passions, our spirit, fire energy. It's an outward energy, it's a masculine energy, but the Queen of Wands is also the feminine side of Wands, of fire, of passion. And it's all about this confidence, it's like this personality trait of I know who I am, I have faced the parts of myself that maybe aren't accepted in society. Like, black cats are quite often socially shunned, but the Queen, she not only accepts it, but she's like, yes, this is part of me and I'm not ashamed. And she has opened her heart up to love, to, you know, her friends, she's very social, this either a person or a quality trait. And she is, like, queens are often nurturing and firm and wise, and this more, but from an internal strength as well. And she loves life. Sometimes people refer to the Queen of Wands as the life of the party, but it's also just this feeling of yes, I know my beliefs, I know my emotions, I can share them without this fear of being pushed back. Like, it doesn't push me down anymore. So you're going through an up and down, this up and down of I need rest, but I'm scared of being alone. And the Queen of Wands is here to assure you that to focus on your strength inside, your courage, your confidence. You know, you can focus your energies to move through this. You're not always going to fall back to the things that you did in the past. You are growing. And hold on. It's telling you not to give up. It's not forever. You have the fire within you. It just needs a bit more kindling, let's say. So your first oracle card is Manifestation of Light. I see the beauty in me. I grow and develop my inner self in harmony with light and beauty. I free myself from negativity. My heart transforms, my intellect shines, and my inner light grows. So again, it's talking about, it wants you to connect to this, your inner strength, your inner fire, your inner light, and don't worry about the negative things. It wants you to let go of them, because your heart will transform and your mind will shine, and your inner self that wants to come out, that's been asking for a break so that it can come back strong and confident, it's going to happen. It's a second message for you to hold on. There's light at the end of the tunnel. And again, I am light. I always have hope. No matter the ordeal, I have faith in a better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to God and am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all my being. So Spirit definitely wants you to hang in there, and it's letting you know you're at the end of this struggle. It won't take much longer. You need a rest in the next few weeks, but there's also this outward moving energy, a more fast pace. So the transition's coming, and there's a lot of light ready to shine on you, to shine out of you, and this period of distress is moving on. And you ask for a sign, and this is it. This is the sign. And your last oracle card, which is the animal spirit of a whale. What a beautiful card. Trust the great mystery. Oftentimes the unknown leaves us so afraid because we can't prepare for things we don't know. And this is saying, trust that your spirit guides, that the universe, that your higher self, it has you. It's there. You're not alone. Your friends have you. Your family has you. Whoever you can rely on, but also spiritually, that untouchable world is here for you. And to enjoy like the whale, enjoy your dive, enjoy your swim, and you are the master of your reality. And the point of it is to turn that fear into excitement. You know, it's hard feeling uncertain, but you've got this, and where you're going to come out is going to be so much easier and so much more light and fun. Like swimming, you know, when you go in the water, your body feels light, you feel less weighed down, and this is what's coming for you. So hold on. You've got this. Your sign is that light is shining on you. It wants to come out of you. You're not alone. And the wave is moving upwards now. Thank you so much for your time. I'm sending you all my love and big hugs. Until next time. Hello, my pile number 2. You have chosen the lovely smoky quartz. I always love looking at this stone. It's got such beautiful shapes. And I'm very curious to see what your reading is today. A sign, oh, that one's very, very eager. A sign that you've been asking for, you know, please, is this the right direction? Is this like what I've been feeling now? You just want some reassurance that you're not, like you want to stop second guessing yourself. And as I shuffle, I want you to put your energy into the cards, because that will help pick the most accurate ones for you. And this one's ready for you already. So your first card is the King of Swords. And I think you may be feeling a little bit torn between your head and your heart, and you're not sure which one to follow. Maybe you're feeling a bit imbalanced. So swords is the element of air, which is knowledge, wisdom, communication. And the King of Swords is like he's mastered his thoughts, his logic, his ego. It's not the negative version of ego that we often hear about. It is the most positive aspects of our intellect, of our egoic selves, of our minds, mastery of it. He uses it as a tool, you know. And this card often refers to head over heart, disciplined, truthful, honest, mental clarity and authority. So maybe you're needing some more clarity within yourself right now, and this card is suggesting that you focus on your mental clarity. Focus on something that you like. You need to do a list, or you need to have things written down, or you need to talk to someone, or you just need to organize more internally in your thoughts. And You're smart, you're wise, you're not, this isn't a new thing for you, you know, you already know. And for now, it's wanting you to really use your mind, because once your mind is more clear, then you can focus on your heart, on the emotions. And the king, he's sitting on such a sturdy throne. He's holding confidently the sword, staring you directly in the face. His white clothing is a symbol of purity. You know, he's clear, he's concise. You have authority over yourself. You choose how you react. You choose what you say. You choose which thoughts to validate, to give energy to. And the king is all about mastery of that and how to use it to your best advantage. Oh, it looks like you have been struggling to handle many, many things. So the 10 of Wands is about, so say if you've started a business, the 10 of Wands would mean you've set everything up, you've got it going, you're out of the deep end, it's running, but you're juggling many, many things to keep it going. So it symbolizes, whether external or internal, like this man, he's trying to hold everything together and he's holding tight and his head's down and he's really focused, but he's getting exhausted. He's reaching the end of his energy, because fire is our passions, our internal fire, this outward energy we expend when we interact with the physical world. And you've put in so much hard work, and it's the 10 is the end of the cycle. So you're at the end of a current phase in your life, at work, in a relationship, whatever it is. It's time to get some help, or to put the sticks down, or to change how you've managed things. Again, this list, I keep thinking of a list. You really want some stability, so you can take some steps back. You don't want to be, you're just sick of holding it all together by yourself. You want some help. You want to be able to have some free time for yourself. Maybe you've been juggling so many things, you just have not had time for yourself, and you're just like, no, now I need time for myself. And this card is all about how hard it is to keep it all together. So don't worry, it's definitely validating your current, oh wow, you really have been struggling. You've also got the 5 of Wands. Again, this inner fire, your inner passions, and it's about like conflicts, disagreements, like tension. Imagine like inside when you feel like a clench in your stomach, or you feel like you try to talk to someone and they didn't quite understand you, feel frustrated, or at work you try to change things and people are like, no, we don't do that, we can't do that, or in your family and friends, but there's this conflict of ideals, of morals, of what you want to do versus what you think you should do. It's about either this internal, I have so many different parts of me, how do I make them all work together, or external, you're trying to go one direction and maybe your friends are trying to go to one direction, or your work colleagues, or your boss, or your partner, or whatever it is, but things don't feel like they're going smoothly and you're really, really frustrated. You know, no one wants to be arguing with each other. The good thing is, with the King of Swords, when you have mental clarity, you can more effectively aim the sword swiftly to find solutions. You know, this is about solutions, practicality, and the emotional passion of the Wands suit goes well. They're all masculine energies, all this strength, this like the leadership, sort of taking control, taking charge. It's about you taking charge of your life, yourself, your situation, and using your mental strength, your intellect, your logic, making a plan and putting it into action to solve this. Because your logic, your mind is, you can do this, you're very smart, but maybe your emotions are feeling a little bit overwhelmed, chaotic, conflicting, and it's really disrupting your clarity, your mental clarity right now. But you wanted a sign, and this is definitely validating that you need that mental clarity to your intellect, that gap between your emotions, to form a plan and how you're going to move forward. One step at a time. I see the mountain ahead and dedicate myself to taking one small step at a time. I make progress by staying focused on the present moment and current task. Thus, I regain my ease of living. So the oracle cards are also adding to this. They want you to take one step at a time. So instead of thinking, how am I going to sort all of this out? Focus on one stick. What are you going to do every day? One thing for half an hour, 20 minutes, whatever you can do. Choose one thing and do it every day. And in the next few weeks, you will slowly see the change. And when that one thing becomes a habit, you choose the second thing you will do daily. And the focusing on one step at a time helps us to feel less overwhelmed. It makes the impossible conflict seem manageable. And then slowly, all of a sudden, your life will, you'll have this space and you go, oh, I can breathe again. So the one step at a time is really important, because swords is this fast action energy as well as wands. So it's not, you don't want to think about it more. You want to use your mind to take action. But because you're feeling overwhelmed, you're kind of paralyzed in this spiral. So that's why it's saying one step at a time. Just take action today. Do something right now. Stop this video if you need to. Go and do it now. You already know. I know you know. You just wanted a sign to echo back to you. So you know what you already want to do. And this is telling you do it now, today. You need that action. Success. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me towards victory. I direct my thoughts toward clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now, and I succeed in my life. Well, the oracle cards are telling you you are going to succeed. Like, what you've been wanting and needing, it's going to work, because you're not alone. Your guides are with you. You're being directed towards where you want to go. You know. And this clarity again, it's talking about your clarity, your wisdom through that deeper inner love within yourself. And you will feel that freedom you've been longing for. You know, you're not going to be weighed down anymore. You're going to have this freedom, and it's going to lighten your load, you know. And the cards are just, they're saying one step at a time. You will have what you've been yearning for, what you've been searching for. It's coming. And the last oracle card really wanted to jump out. Oh, you got Lion Spirit. Be generous of spirit. So lions are known for their strength, their courage, they're the king of the herd, or the animal kingdom in Africa is often said. And to be generous of spirit. So the last and final message for you is be generous to yourself. You're not going to be perfect. It's not going to be smooth the whole way, but don't be too hard on yourself. Like if you have children, you wouldn't treat a child harshly if they make a mistake. You try to teach them. You go, oh, too bad, we try again next time. But do that for yourself, because you are strong, you are capable, and maybe sometimes you take your failures too hard on yourself. But don't diminish yourself. That this I just have this feeling like you need the reminder, or not that you need, but the cards want to remind you that you're loved. You are amazing, and failure or making a mistake, if that's what's worrying you about making a choice, don't worry. You got this. You are on the right direction. Trust what has been guiding you. You know. I know you know. Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to seeing you next time, and I'm sending you big hugs and lots of love. Hello, my pile number 3s. You chose this blue, frozen or icy looking stone, and I am curious to see what your reading is for today. You've asked for a sign, for confirmation of what you've been currently going through, and you just want this like a mirror to be held up and to reflect and validate your current situation. So as I shuffle, I would like you to put your energy into the cards, and that will help to give me a more accurate prediction of your current situation. So we've got our 3 cards for you today, and the first card is the 10 of Pentacles, which is about like this. 10 is the end of a current cycle or a current stage in your life. Pentacles is all about the career, our home, our clothes, our environment, the physical world around us. So you have had success, and you have wealth and luxury, and about enjoying the things we have, and you're not in a physical need. You're not in survival mode. You know, you can start to live life now. You have financial security. Your family is around you. You can start giving back to others. It's more this like, say if you're the old man, it's like a longer form of success. Like you've worked hard, you've studied, you've had the job, and you're reaching this, not like the end of your life, but more as in you're reaching the end of a current phase, and it's beginning to, like, you can still enjoy it, but maybe there will be a change coming soon in the next few months or the next year. Things will slowly start to shift as you begin to enter a different phase. But this card is more about enjoying the current bounty you have because you've worked hard for it, and to smile at your family or to your friends or, at work. Enjoy your colleagues, enjoy your life, and that the small things around us are the gift. The moment to moment, in the present moment, is where you can find the beauty in your life. And your next card is the 8 of Cups. And 8 of Cups is, the cups is our emotions, our inner world, our, let's say, inner sense of, not like your egoic self, let's say a deeper place within you. And I guess you've been feeling a little bit uneasy, or a sense like there's something missing, there's something more. And while you can enjoy what you have, now you're seeking a deeper purpose, a deeper meaning, and it's just started to nibble at you, and you're wanting this introspection. So, for example, you have experienced a lot, you've been through a lot, you've got success, you're not surviving, but the current way things are, you're also not content with, and you're wanting this space to seek a bit of solitude, to look at your life from a higher point, from a different perspective, to gain clarity on what do you even like anymore? What are your hobbies? Who are you? Where do you want your life to go? Like, maybe these questions have started coming up, and you are just wanting to study something new, or you want to start a career, like a different job, or own a business, or you're thinking, my sense of self has changed to who I was 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and you're just feeling this itch, this desire to transform. Like the moon has many phases. You're entering a new phase, and you're needing now this change. This is what is the emotional is starting to push your external. And you are feeling, let's say you have some ideas, and maybe you're trying to express them to people, but you feel a bit misunderstood, or when you talk about it, you're like, no, you don't get it, or you're worried that if you do start a new business, that you might make a mistake, or people will take advantage of your unknown or the vulnerability, or because you've kind of a master in your current life, or you know what you know right now, and when you try to take a different path, you start as a beginner again, and that leaves you open to being taken advantage of, to manipulation, to being deceived or betrayed. I know the cards seem harsh, but this card is more about, like, think of a circus. This is a circus here. You go to a circus and they kind of trick you to give you a sense of awe and wonder. So it's not necessarily about people stabbing you in the back, but it's more like when you try something new and you don't necessarily know what you want, maybe people want to help you, but they can only help from their place of interest. And so you can have this sense of, oh, that didn't really work, or why did they do that? That wasn't actually helpful. And this is kind of what this card brings up, is as you go forward and you're trying new things, just to reassess things, to look at it more deeply before you dive in. And it's not about avoiding like these awkward situations, or this sense of being tricked, but more about acting strategically. And you obviously you can succeed in things. It's not that you can't succeed, but it's not about avoiding mistakes, but focusing on being thorough. That's what I'm trying to search for. It wants you to be thorough. The cards are having this, you're going to be balancing things awkwardly. Like, he's holding the swords with his bare hands. It's not comfortable. He's not even holding it by the hilt. So, and it's so many things too. So maybe you have so many ideas and you're not sure which one to do, and you want to hold them all, and it's uncomfortable and painful, and it's okay. It's part of the process. Just be a bit thorough. Do your research. But it's swords is the mind, the intellect. So it's not really going to affect your physical world. Maybe just more your ego or your thoughts, or more this internal world. So, but don't worry too much. We'll also draw some oracle cards for your next message, for what you've been asking as, oh my gosh. You think after 5 years of doing this, I would not drop the cards like that, but still happens. A new opening. When one door closes, I am confident another will open, and it will be for my betterment. I accept that life brings challenges and acknowledge the opportunity and learning they present to me. Serenity comes from within. So the cards, again, are telling you, you do have new things coming. You will have new opportunities. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. So you do have new opportunities coming, and your feeling of wanting to start to change things, it's not wrong. You know what you feel, and the cards are saying, it may be scary when you feel like you're closing yourself off to what you already have, but that's not what's happening. You're just opening other doors. And we don't know what the unknown can bring. There are so many things that could happen, and this is saying it's exciting. Like, you're going to be learning. There's going to be a lot of learning. It's not going to be comfortable, but it's a process that you're yearning for it, you're looking for it. And your second card is action. My divine action incites love and harmony. I am aware of my thoughts and driven by positive forces. I listen to my heart. My desire to manifest light transforms tests into growth, challenge into opportunity, and fear into love. So again, you've got this second and third time the cards are saying you are wanting this change, and it is in a positive way. Even when you feel like you're being tested and it's hard and you're scared, but you have the power to transform these things into, okay, how can I learn from this? What am I being shown? You know, you are the magician. You can transform things in your life into however you want to see it. You can see it as a negative, you can see it as a positive. And the cards are encouraging you. They're kind of saying, go for it, because the universe, the spirit, your guides, they are trying so hard to give you the next phase. It's ready for you, and it wants you to take action and to have faith that everything will work out. It is going to work out. Frog spirit, clear out the clutter. So your final message is to remove the cleaning of your home, your emotional self, your ego. It can be a bit dirty at first, maybe it's a bit stinky, but ultimately the clear water will come in. You'll gain clarity as you take action. Just start in the small things. Start with what you can, with what you have right now. And clarity will come through your actions, through just starting the change that is coming, that you've been feeling. And just like this marble here, you know, you will grasp this sense of, okay, I kind of feel like I know where it's going now, and sorry, my son woke up, I got distracted. Yes, you've got this. Things are coming your way. Try and turn the fear, the heaviness into opportunities, into lessons to learn, to grow, and the transition will be more fun, you know, less scary and more like an adventure. This is what it's trying to shift your mindset towards, is an adventure. And I wish you all the best in your transition that's coming up. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm sending you my love and big hugs.